Hello there! Today we will be learning how to cut various shapes. Well, this is going to be very interesting as we will be using different things here. Let's see what are the instructions given here. After that, let's see how our entire thing is going to look. And then we will see the materials required for this activity. We will require marble papers of different colors, pencil, stencil, scissor and glue. Let's go ahead by starting with the first instruction. At first, we will take a paper and cut strips of 18 cm by 4 cm. So, let's take our scale and mark 4 cm on this side. Once we are done with that, let's make these lines. We will make very light lines. After that, let's make this dot at 18 centimeters. And then let's join all the 4 dots. Now we know what to cut. So, let's take our scissor and hold it nicely. 2 fingers here and 1 thumb here. Open and close so that you can cut your paper nicely. Keep the paper in the middle of this V which your scissor is forming and then open and close to cut properly. Make sure that you cut right on top of your pencil marks. This is such a fun activity. Are you with me? That's amazing. Keep the excess paper aside and then start cutting slowly and nicely on top of the lines. How many rectangles did we get? Well, yes, we got 4 rectangles. Let's take 2 rectangular papers or strips and keep it one on top of another. After that, fold it nicely into half, you're right, and then fold it once again. We got a nice square-like structure. All we have to do is take our scale and make a very thin border line on both the sides. After that, let's take our scissor and start cutting. Let's cut both the sides nicely. And look, what did we get? If you notice, we get 8 such squares. Let's see how many did we get. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 squares. The next thing we do is cut triangles. Let's cut these strips into similar squares. After that, let's make a diagonal line on top of these squares, which is touching both the corners together. And after that, place them well, one below another, and then cut it with your scissor. If you feel that it is a little difficult to cut, not to worry. You can take your elder's help in this one. And look, we got so many triangles in one go. If you count all of them, you will get 16 triangles. Let's do the same thing for the circles as well. Cut the strips into a square. Place it one below another nicely and then take a circular stencil. Well, for a circular stencil, you can use anything. For example, I have a top of our eraser. So, I will take that and make this circle. You can also use your glue bottle for the circle. And now, we will start by cutting this properly. Let's take our scissor and go right on top of the circular line. Yes, we will cut in a curved line. This looks interesting. Give it a finishing touch up. That's lovely. How many circles did we get? Well, yes, we got 8 circles. This looks amazing. The next thing we do is make semicircles. So let's take our squares once again and make a semicircle. How do we do that? Well, yes, let's see the instructions. We need to place our circle. Make a circle on top of the square. And then we need to make a line in the middle of the circle like this. Next up, we will take a scissor and cut this. Let's cut this together. It can get a little difficult to cut this as there are a lot of papers we are cutting in one go. But not to worry, you can take someone's help for this one. Be very careful with your hand and the scissor. And look at that! We got 16 such semicircles. If you count it, you will see that we got 16 semicircles. That's amazing! So, we cut circles, squares, triangles, and then semicircles. This is amazing!